Welcome to a bigger, bolder, brighter podcast with SunCoast Blinds. Well, welcome, listeners and viewers. Charlie McDermott, co-host, producer of the show, here once again with Ben. Ben, how you doing?
Great, Charlie. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing terrific. And the summer, although it still feels like summer, it's behind us. But that dang Florida sun doesn't go away, fortunately for us, but maybe not so fortunate for what's inside our home and all that. And so speaking of the home and what you do, because you also do this for businesses and so forth, you guys have a what I'm going to call a high touch process. You know, you're not the Amazon, the I don't know, is there a Blinds R Us, like a Toys R Us, where it's like you're a number and no one at the end of the day really cares. You guys go out of your way and you actually go to the homeowner's home, correct?
Well, absolutely. So, in this day and age where technology kind of proliferates every little area of our lives, be it our social networks, our news feeds, our purchases, as you mentioned, the Amazons, whatever that may be, automation becomes this overarching theme that everything is automated and everything is a computer or a database. The reality of it is, when we're talking about custom home furnishings, window fashions, which is a category that we fall into, there needs to be a special touch to execute that in a way that is custom to the client and the various amount of needs that they have with their home. Not everybody's the same. Not every home is the same. Every person in a different home then becomes a different client in a different situation. So we at SunCoast Blinds have decided to make the conscious decision to forego a lot of that automation. So from that initial touch point, be it a phone call, an email, a text message, whatever that is, that it's a real human, myself, possibly even my wife, that gets back to you to start that conversation and is there with you through that whole process. No automations, no automated email replies. Even when we're on vacation and we're gone for a week or two a year, you're still going to get a real live response, not an automated reply. So it's just about being there for the client, no matter what that situation is, whether it's at a sales point or later on down the funnel, where a lot of companies tend to lack of, at that service point. Even if we just come and fix something for your home, for whatever that may be that went wrong, we're still going to follow up with that same level of touch and detail as if it was the beginning of that sales process. So we never leave you, and that's part of the value that we provide. So yeah, no automation, Charlie. That's the short answer to what you said.
And you never leave us or your clients, which parlays to why you guys have been in business as long as you have been. And there's always needs, whether, hey, I moved, or unfortunately a hurricane came by and maybe ruined some things, and on and on. So you guys are always available. You have an awesome showroom. So it's not like you have to have, although I highly recommend it, you don't have to invite Ben to your home. You can actually stop on by to the awesome showroom you guys have, right?
Well, absolutely. And that's, we mentioned Amazon a couple times, but that was one of the things that we realized a couple of years ago, that as the automation of the human experience continues to get bigger and bigger, there is a desire for that sensory, that touch, that feel, the ability to go and kick some tires, if you will, right? So you want to see something in real, live, living color. You can come to the studio. You can see real products and real windows. You can have actual conversations with real humans and see what you're about to get yourself into. Let's be real. Window fashions purchase is a large decision for a homeowner. It's large not only economically, but has a large impact on how you're going to use your home. And the ability to come into a studio, start that process, find your comfort level, and then let us take it on cruise control is of great value. And as Amazon and the automation things of the world continue to get bigger, that continues to be more and more important to more and more people.
And less common.
Yeah, and less and less common. I was just reading an article in the Atlantic about how the better retail experiences will continue to thrive, and the poorer retail experiences, as an example, your Bed Bath & Beyonds, will continue to go bankrupt. If you're not in that
Right.
customer field or excelling at competing against Amazon, you're going to fall by the wayside. And we're definitely not competing with Amazon, so we better up our game on the experience side.
Good point. We'll love it. Well, hey, I appreciate insight. Anything else we should know? Like, should we prepare your favorite drink when you're coming over, or favorite snacks? Anything you want to cover?
Nothing really to prepare for when you bring us. Well, I'll kind of walk you through the process of how it goes from initial touch point to what you expect from when we do install day. First and foremost, you're going to give us a phone call. That's the best way to reach out to us, 239-495-6558. You can hit up our website. We've got a form fill there that will be answered by a real live person, or send us an email. So those 3 ways are going to be your initial touch point to get in contact with us if you decide not to come to the studio, which is open weekdays till 1. From that point, we're going to schedule an appointment for you to come see you in your home. No cookies, no snacks, no drinks necessary. We will be completely self-sufficient for what we're going to do. But we're going to give you a 1-hour window of arrival for when we're going to be there. And if you want us to do it, we're going to call you ahead when we're on our way. I keep saying we, but I mean me, because I'm the guy that's going to be in your house, that's going to come visit you and do that design consultation in your house to really see what's going on. As I mentioned previously, every client and every house is going to be a different recipe for success. You can have done 10 homes in your lifetime, and your new home might present an entirely new level of challenges in privacy, light control, heat load, those sort of things, and what your desires are. They may have changed over time. You may have used to be a particularly private person who felt like you needed to be 100% closed in 100% of the time. And as you've aged in to your new lifestyle, you may be a little bit less private about your exposures to your neighbors. So all those factors are going to change what we're going to do. And that's the value that SunCoast Blinds is going to bring. We're going to listen to what you do, listen to what you want to do, listen to what you want to accomplish, and find the recipe to fit that for you. Do you want something that's a focal point in your room as far as a window fashion goes? Do you want something that kind of blends and goes away and gives you that functionality? We can dial everything in between from both ends of the extreme. So we're going to design that process in your home. At that moment when I'm there, you're going to get your budget, you're going to get your price. Your price doesn't change from start to finish. Whatever I tell you when we're in your house, when we're done installing, no matter what it takes to get that project done, that's what your price is. We don't play games like that, okay? So from that point, you get your price, you say yes to, thumbs up. One of the other things that makes us relatively special in the industry is we don't take a down payment. You tell us you want to go, we rock and roll. We're not going to take any money. I feel that business is a two-way street. You trust me to accomplish your job. I trust you to pay us when we're done with it. There will be no miscommunication in the middle. So we do a good job. You pay us to do the job that we agreed to, and we don't take any money until that's done. So that's kind of unique, and it shows our faith in our ability to execute what we tell you what we're going to do. Okay. From that point forward, you're going to take 1 month to get our products manufactured and installed in your home. So you tell me, yes, we don't take your down payment. A month later, we come back, we put them in, we're 100% complete. You cut us a check, we're on our way, and then we'll follow up after that to make sure you're all 100% happy and satisfied. So that's kind of the process that works with SunCoast Blinds when a customer interacts with us. No automations, 100% high touch points, and we're going to be there throughout that process. And then after you're done, you've generally got somewhere between a 25 and a lifetime guarantee on your product. So, as long as you own that home, you keep our number, we're going to take care of you. That's the SunCoast way.
Wow. That's impressive. I'm glad you covered all that. I think it's worth a snack with all you just covered, but that's just me. So when you come to our home, plan on it.
Well, a good cold bottle of water starts it. Get me thirsty. That always helps. So we won't say no, but it's not required. I will say this: around Thanksgiving and Christmas, some form of cookies are always a bonus. They go a long way, especially with the install crew when they come to do it. They love those snacks. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, Ben, entertaining as always. Who knew blinds could be this entertaining? Really appreciate you sharing your knowledge, and we'll see you in the next episode.
You betcha, Charlie. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to a bigger, bolder, and brighter podcast with SunCoast Blinds. To learn more about our company or our products, go to suncoastblinds.com. Call 239-495-6558 or stop by our studio at 3634 Unit A, Bonita Beach Road, Bonita Springs, Florida.